Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be talking about rhombus. Okay, so that is, don't forget, we are still talking about area and perimeter. So we'll be talking about the area and the perimeter of a rhombus. So let's assume that this is a rhombus. Okay, then we have the diagonals of this rhombus. This is the diagonals of the rhombus. Now one special thing about rhombus is that all the sides are equal, in the sense that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, here now is equal to here, and here is equal to here. So the two lines bisect each other. So bisection means sharing it into two equal parts. Okay, that is bisection. So that is one thing you should know about rhombus, A, B, C, D. Okay, now the next thing you should know is that the perimeter of a rhombus, let's say that here is A, B, C, D. So the perimeter is simply A plus B plus C plus D. Okay, now but for the area of a rhombus is very simple. Area of a rhombus is length times just half of the two diagonals, the length of the two diagonals. So half of half of line AC multiplied by line BD. Okay, so that is that. Very simple. Okay, so let's say if line AS is X and this is Y, it will now be half X times Y. So that is just that. So with this, we can now solve some calculation. So let us go there. So the first calculation we are going to be solving, say that we should calculate, question number 1, we should calculate the area of a rhombus. Calculate the area of a rhombus whose diagonals are 10 cm and 6 cm, okay, long. So this is very simple. Solution, we tell them that the area is simply what? Half 10 times 6, which is what? 60 by 2, which is just 30 cm squared. Okay, it's very simple to solve. So just half of the multiplication of the two diagonals, half of the product of the two diagonals. That's just the area of a rhombus. It's not difficult. So the second question said that a rhombus of side 13 cm has diagonal 18 cm, full stop. Then I say find the area of the rhombus. Okay, they say correct to how many decimal places? Correct it 2 decimal places. Okay, solution. Now we can decide to draw this rhombus. Let us draw the rhombus. Now let's say that this is the rhombus, and then we have the diagonal. Okay, they say that the diagonal is 18, which means you shared it into 9 and 9. Okay, and they say that the side is 13. So if here is 13, here is 13, here is 13, here is 13. Don't forget that here is 90 degrees. Okay, so we need this. Let's call this place X. And don't forget that if here is X, here should be what? X as well. So we're going to use Pythagoras theorem to find our X. So if we apply Pythagoras theorem, we'll be saying that hypotenuse squared is equal to what? X squared plus 9 squared. So 169 is equal to what? X squared plus 81. So therefore, X squared will now be 169 minus 81. So my X squared will now be 169 minus 81. So I'm having 88. Therefore, X will now be what? The square root of 88. So I'm having square root of 88. So I'm having 2 root what? 22. Okay, now that is your X. So you should now know that the area of this rhombus, the area of the rhombus is what? have the first diagonal is 9 plus 9, that is 18. 18, then times, then the other one is what? This plus that is 2 times this, so it's going to be what? 2 times that, 2 root what? 22. Okay, so therefore I'm having this divided by this is 9 times 2 times 2 root 22, which will give you times 9 times 2. So I'm having 36 root 22. So if you get your answer in decimal, I'm having 168.85 approximately, okay, to 2 decimal places in cm square. So you see, it's not difficult to calculate. We move to the next question. Question number 3. So question number 3 said that the side of a rhombus, the side of a rhombus, the side of a rhombus is 10 cm. Then I say that if one of the diagonals is 16 cm, then I say we should find the area. Okay. So now we can decide to do it again. We draw again. The same method, the same thing, it does not change. We draw. We have this and then we have this. So they say that the side is 10. So if here is 10, here is 10, here is 10, and here is 10. Don't mind my own rhombus. Don't mind it. So they say that one of the diagonal is 16. So therefore, here should be 8, 8. So 8 plus 8 to make it 16. So we can find here x. If here is x, here should be x. We apply Pythagoras theorem again. I say that 10 squared is equal to what? X squared plus 8 squared. So therefore, 100 is equal to x squared plus 64. So therefore, x squared will now be what? 100 minus 64. So my x squared will now be 36, right? 100 minus 64. Yes, 36. 36. So therefore, my x is now the square root of 36, which is equal to what? 6 cm. So the area becomes half in bracket of the first diagonal is 8 plus 8, which is what? 16. Multiplied by the other one is 6 plus 6, which is what? 12. So if you do that, you're going to be having 8 times 12. 8 times 12. To have 96. So 96 cm squared. So that is the area of that particular rhombus. We move to the next question. See, these are very, very simple to calculate. So the next one is in fact, the diameter of the rhombus is 4 times one of the sides, because since all of the sides are equal. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. The next question says we should calculate the angles of a rhombus whose diagonals are of length 10 cm and 16 cm. Okay, now what do? We draw. Drawing it will help us to know what to do. We draw. Don't mind my own. No. So we have, now they gave us the diagonals as 16 and 10. So you share it to 5, 5, 16, 8, 8. Okay, so we're asked to find the angles of what? The angles of the rhombus. Don't forget that here should be equal to here, and here should be equal to here. So it bisects it. So I'm having that here should be alpha and here should be theta. Okay, now for me to find alpha, we can say that this is adjacent over hypotenuse. So I'm using tan. So I'll say that tan alpha is equal to 2a, opposite over adjacent. So opposite for this one is 8 over adjacent. Adjacent for here is 5. So my alpha becomes the tan inverse of what? 8 over 5. So I'm having 8 divided by 5, then shift tan of my answer. So I'm having what? 57.9. So approximately 58 degrees. So if here is 58, here is 58. So let us find our theta. So for theta, we're going to still use tan again, but it's going to be this time around, it's going to be that tan theta is equal to opposite now is 5 over adjacent 8. So theta becomes the tan inverse of 5 over 8. So what do we have? So 5 divided by 8, then shift tan my answer. I have 32. So 32. So if here is 32, here is 32. Don't forget that these opposite sides are equal. So here, so the angles are 32 plus 32 for this one is 64. This one is 64, and here should be 64. So here should be 58 times 2, 58 times 2. That is 10116. Here should be equally 116. So these are the angles of the rhombus. Okay, so that is that. 1 minute. Okay, so we solve the next question. So the next question here. Okay, so we move to the next question. And the next question said that the area, in fact, we don't even need to start using tan again. We can just say 90 minus the other one we found. You know that we have the rhombus this way, and then here is 90. So getting here, minus from 90, you have gotten this place. Okay, so it will now be easier for you to get. So they say that the area of a rhombus, is 24 cm squared, and one of the diagonals is 8 cm. Then I say we should find the length of a side. Okay, solution, we drawing it will help us to know what to do. So this is the rhombus. Okay, so we have the diagonals like this. Now they say that one of the diagonals is 8, so let's share it to be 4. Okay, now we don't know this, so let's call this x and x. Now we know that the area of a rhombus is given by 1/2 times the diagonals. Okay, the first diagonal here is 8, then the second diagonal is 2x. So, and the area they have given us as 24. So we say that 24 is equal to this into this to give us 8x. So my x will now be what? 24 divided by 8. So what do we have? 24 by 8. So we have 3. So 3. So here is 3 and here is 3. So we're now looking for the other side, one of the sides. So we now bring out the triangle. We have a right angle triangle, and here we say that here is 3, here is y, and here is 4. So we have that according to Sokatua, we have that Pythagoras theorem, y squared is equal to what? 3 squared plus 4 squared. So therefore, y squared is equal to 9 plus 16. So y squared is equal to what? 25. So y will now be the square root of 25, which is what? 5 cm. So one of the sides are all 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm, and 5 cm. So that is that for that. The answer is just 5 cm. We move to the last question for this particular topic and this particular video. Okay, so we have that The last question here, they gave us a rhombus. They gave us a rhombus like this. Okay, they gave us diagonal. Don't mind my own drawing. You can make your own perfect. Aha. So they say that here is parallel to here, and here is parallel to here. They say that in the diagram, comma, P Q R S, P Q R S. Okay, they say that P Q R S is a rhombus. Is a rhombus. Okay. Then they now told us that line PR is equal to 10 cm. Line PR is equal to 10 cm. Okay. So if it is 10 cm, therefore here will now be 5 and 5. It's 10 cm, and line SQ, sorry, line QS is equal to 24 cm. So QS, so here should be 12, here should be 12. Okay. So what do we have now? They now say we should calculate the perimeter of the rhombus. Okay, we should calculate the perimeter of the rhombus. Now we need one of the side. Don't forget that here is 90. Wherever they intersect is 90. So let us get this side. If we can get this side, then we are good to go. We now add it up, then we are done. Okay, so what do we have now? We're going to have that in fact, Pythagoras triple has shown that here is 13. If you know Pythagoras triple, but if not, use Pythagoras theorem. If we call this place your x, we can say that x is the hypotenuse because that is the side that is facing the 90 degrees. So we say that x squared is equal to what? 12 squared plus 5 squared. So x squared will give us 144 plus 25. So x squared will give us 169. So x will now be the square root of 169. So x is equal to what? 13 cm. So since it's a rhombus, everywhere should be the same. 13, 13, 13, and 13. So the perimeter is simply to add all the sides. So the perimeter should be equal to what? 4 times 13. So which is equal to what? That is 52 cm. Okay. So thank you very much for watching. Please support us by clicking on that like button, comment, and share to your friends. If today is your first day of watching, please subscribe. May the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye-bye.